welcome to the Theme Park Worldwide YouTube channel. As you can see, it's time for yet another on-location episode, and here we are at the wonderful Phantasialand. Now, Phantasialand is here in Germany. It looks like an amazing theme park, and this is their brand new ride. It's been open just over a month. It's Shoutouts, their brand new log flume. It's got the steepest drop on a log flume anywhere in the world. It's going to be an amazing attraction. I can't wait to get on it and show you guys about it as well. Along with that, we're going to show you all the other amazing attractions here at the park, and we're also staying in the Hotel Matamba as well. So we're going to be showing you the resort hotels, everything there is to do there, and why you should come and visit this awesome park. Let's kick straight in and give those titles. Yes, once again, a very warm welcome to the show here from Phantasialand. Now, Phantasialand is located in the town of Brühl, which is about 15 kilometers away from Cologne, which is the biggest city around the area. So what we did, we flew into Cologne-Bonn Airport via EasyJet, and then we got two trains. We got one direct from the airport to Cologne, and then from Cologne down to Brühl. It took about 55 minutes. Very, very easy to do. Once you get to Brühl, there's a shuttle bus that runs all day, every half an hour. Just double check the times on the website because they do change throughout the year. And then you'll be here at the wonderful world of Phantasialand. Now, as I mentioned in the intro there, we are staying at the park's on-site hotel, Hotel Matamba. We've got two on-site hotels, Hotel Matamba and Hotel Lingbao. But we're going to look around them later on in the show towards the end of that. But first, let's have a little look around the park and what they've got. So obviously we've got Chiapas, which is a brand new log flume. You got Talakan, which is a hus top spin. You got Winges, Winges Force and Winges Fear, which is basically a bit like Sonic Spinball, that sort of thing going on, but a very, very heavily themed experience. Mystery Castle, which is a drop tower slash shock tower, which looks amazing. And there's all sorts of other rides, dark rides, like Mouse with Chocolat, which is a big dark ride, interactive dark ride. Loads of stuff to show you, and of course Black Mamba, the B&M inverted coaster. It's going to be a great trip here to Phantasialand. So first, let's have a little look around some of the main attractions here at the park. There throughout the couple of minutes of video footage of this beautiful theme park, you'll see how well themed it is. Well, Chiapas is no different. In fact, this is one of the best water rides in the world. I would rate this, you know, this is my highest water ride that I've ever ridden, and I've been on quite a lot of water rides in my 21 years on this planet. But yeah, it's a really, really good ride. So let's start off a little bit about the atmosphere. So we're in this beautiful area at the moment, very, very well themed. You've got loads of restaurants and ice cream stalls, this lovely soundtrack that you can hear in the background. It's a beautiful area, and then you head into the queue line for this ride. Some shots of that on the screen, nice and open. Again, following on from this village theme, you've got like pieces of washing and stuff hanging up, all sorts of random stuff, which is great. So you get on board this ride, pull down on your lap bar restraint, which clips around your body. Obviously it's a steep drop. It is the steepest drop on a log flume in the world. There's a bit of footage of that for you. It's the grand finale. Look at that drop there, absolutely amazing. Before we put into the camelback, which is just behind me, where you get absolutely soaked. Really, really good ride, really good throughput. Obviously it's not a busy day here today. I've been on Chiapas 3 times so far, and wow, what an experience. Valhalla was my favourite water ride before I rid this, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, Chiapas, a brilliant ride. It's got a backward section, it's got a little disco section on there as well, where there's all sorts of flashing lights and all sorts. It's a bit of a strange ride, but it's a really, really good ride, really immersive experience, and it's just amazing. One of my all-round favourite rides, and that includes coasters. I think it's a brilliant addition. Get yourself into Phantasialand and check it out. So yes, another one of the classics here at Fantasyland is Black Mamba. As you can see just behind me there, that is the park's B&M inverted roller coaster. Now, I rode this back in 2007 on a school trip, and you know, I only got one chance to ride it, didn't really take it in back then, but yeah, what an amazing coaster this actually is. I've had about 5 rides on it so far today, this trip, and what a brilliant coaster it is. It's pretty forceful. I'd say it's just as forceful as Nemesis, especially if you're sitting on the back, on the loop there. The loop's just as forceful as Nemesis, and then you've got other inversions that it powers round into, so it doesn't sort of stagger up and then go into the inversion. It powers round a corner with some rocks, then goes straight into like zero-G roll and stuff like that. So it's a really good coaster. So on your screen there's some off-ride shots of Black Mamba. Really good coaster, and the station for this ride as well. Wow, it's so well themed, and all the lighting. Every time a train goes out, they have all sorts of lighting effects, and then also when a train comes back in, it's absolutely pitch black on the brake run. You know, you just go straight in, living up to the name Black Mamba, into a pitch black tunnel, which is really good. It's really built into the landscape, as you can see by these shots on your screen. You know, it's really, really beautiful. And of course, you've got the Hotel Matamba sat just behind it there, and my room's actually just up there as well, as you'll see later on in the show. Really good ride, Black Mamba. But also, you've got Talakan, which is just around the corner from Black Mamba. Now, Talakan is a Huss top spin. And wow, it's an amazing ride. I didn't get a chance to ride it last time I was here. And oh my god, Talakan, looking on your screen there. So basically, it's the more modern top spin than say Ripsaw and Ramesses Revenge, for example. It's got 2 rows. It sounds not like tiered like Ripsaw or Ramesses. It's got a row on each side. Oh, but what an amazing coaster. As I say, there it is on your screen. Still got a bit of screeching in it as well, like our Ripsaw, which is good. But yeah, it's a really good ride, and there's all water effects, fire effects around it, making it one of the best flat rides that I've ever ridden. Hello! Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. I love it when people try to get in, it's so good. But yeah, what an amazing ride. So of course we've got Cheer Pass, you've got Black Mamba, and of course you've got the awesome Talakan. But what else can there be here at the park? Trust me, there's so much more to discover than just these rides here at the park. I hadn't heard of many of the rides here, but there's some amazing stuff, as you're going to find out in the next part of the show. So I was saying just about some very interesting rides here at the park, and there's quite a few of them. That there is Mystery Castle. Now it might not look that big on camera, but when you stood down at the bottom of it, it's a massive tower, and what there is in there is just a drop tower, but it's not just your standard drop tower. It is an Intamin, however what it does, it actually shoots you up to the top of that very castle, and then drops you down, then back up again, then back down, then you get the idea. But yeah, it's really good, really well themed. It's based on like, it's sort of hard to work out the story with it all being in German. But it's based on like some mad professor who's in the castle, and there's like a big strobe ball, like plasma ball, and that's sort of powering you up and down the tower, which is good. It's based on like some sort of nutty professor, I think. But yeah, it's a really, really good ride. You know, a great drop tower. It's definitely worth trying out when you come here to the park. Other strange rides that you've got here, you've got a very, very, very similar version of the Al Diablo Trendilla Minor at Port Ventura. But it goes under the name here of the Colorado Adventure. It's a good family coaster, it's got 3 lift hills, and it's a really, really, you know, good ride. It's much better than El Diablo, it's got some great theming, and there are some shots of it on your screen. Along with that, there's some really, really strange rides here at the park. And you've got a Madhouse, which is themed to China, which is just in one of the Chinese buildings in this lovely area. And then you've also got River Quest. Now I went on River Quest, not expecting it to be that wet. Rapids rides I've been on before don't get you absolutely soaked, but River Quest did. It's actually in a massive castle building. There you go, another castle next to Mystery Castle there. And what's inside that is a vertical lift hill, believe it or not, and that takes you to the top before plunging you down. It must be a 40-foot drop. But it's really, really good. Something I wasn't expecting. Like I say, rapids are normally quite tame. But yeah, especially, you know, yeah, it was just a really, really interesting ride. So yeah, 3 more classic attractions here at Fantasyland that are not to be missed if you come here on a trip. Now along with that, with a fantastic selection of flat rides, just like the chair swing you see behind me there, where people look like they're getting absolutely soaked there as the water jets are coming up onto the riders. And there's a great selection of dart rides. One of my favourites here at the park is Mouse Who Chocolat. Now Mouse Who Chocolat has only been open a couple of years, and basically it's based on a big chocolate factory. And what it is, it's a bit like Toy Story Midway Mania, if you've ever heard of that dart ride. It's a 4D ride, so you sit in ride vehicles, takes you round, along with having your normal scenery, having a dart ride, There's big screens, you wear glasses so you can see the effects. And when you pull on your gun, like on the string gun, it can change what's coming out at the end, so whether you're shooting potatoes or just balls, it's something really different and unique. First one I've ever ridden here of these 4D sort of dark rides, and it was really good. Can't wait to get on Toy Story Midway Mania over in California when I do go there next year. But yes, some great selection of rides. So you've got that massive chocolate, there's a few bits of footage there from inside that awesome ride. You know, it's really, really nice there. The theme is fantastic, and it's a long ride. All the rides here have got a good length at Fantasyland, which if you are queuing a long time for, it makes all the difference. And there's also a nice Chinese themed dark ride. Other than the Madhouse, there's like a Mac ride system, takes you around. It's a bit like a ghost train, which is quite interesting there as well. It's a bit like their version of the Haunted House. So there's some really, really good things here at the park, including a dark coaster, which I didn't realise until I read the map. It's actually, well, it's a Vekoma International coaster. It's an old Vekoma, and it's completely pitch black. You can't see anything in there. There's no scenery, no lighting, some nice music playing, and it lasts for about 6 or 7 minutes. And this coaster, it goes on and on and on. It's quite nice. It's a good family coaster. Not too intense, but like I say, it's worth trying, and it's actually the world's longest indoor roller coaster, as it states on the map. Didn't realise I was going to be riding that here at the park. Some really, really good stuff, as you can see here at Fantasyland. We're now at the other end of Fantasyland, looking at some of my other favourite attractions here at the theme park. Now first off, I'm going to mention Winges. Now Winges, Fear and Force, is 2 separate Morrison spinning roller coasters. Here they are in this beautiful theme building. There's one just behind me going round over there. And as you can see, it's beautifully themed in here, in with the children's land. There's a whole selection of children's rides outside. So they'll obviously decide to put their family coaster in here as well. 2 separate coasters, Winges Fear and Winges Force. Both of them don't make much difference in my eyes. Except Fear's got a few bigger drops, but both of them have got quite a bit of trick track sections. So basically there's a vertical lift on both of them, there's slanting, there's a bumpy trick track what drops down. It's very hard to explain about this ride unless you actually ride it, so that's convenient to come here and get yourself Fantasyland to go and ride this interesting coaster. Also there's a couple of nice dark rides down this end. You've got of course Atlantis, which is a 4D ride. Not normally a fan of the 4D rides, but this one takes you around an IMAX screen. Very much like Star Tours at Disneyland. And then of course you got the Hollywood ride, which is a boat ride, a Mac boat ride that takes you around a beautiful building, King Kong in there and stuff, all sorts of good pieces of theming. Here's a little bit of footage of these rides at this end of the park. So yes, welcome to Merch Paradise, and as you can see we've moved over from the wonderful Fantasyland theme park to one of their resort hotels. Now here I am in a bedroom in the Hotel Matamba. Now this is an amazing room. It's got a beautiful view out of the balcony looking over at the hotel, and also part of the theme park that includes Black Mamba, which is absolutely amazing. Some stunning views that you can get here from the room. But yes, it's time for Merch Paradise, and I'm going to show you some of the mugs that I've managed to pick up so far on this trip. So first off, we'll show you the Black Mamba mug. Look at this here. It's got the slogan for the ride there as well, bitten but still alive. Nice mug there. We've got one for Talican, probably my favourite out of what I've got so far today. Look at that, Talican, nice quality mug there. All of these are reasonably priced at around €7 as well. Some are $7.50, some are $6.50. Like this one here, another Black Mamba one, slightly smaller. That was $6.50. Look at that, really, really nice. Finally, Mazu Chocolat, not finally, second to last, sorry. That's the big interactive dart ride I was talking about earlier. And finally, Matamba, the hotel that I'm staying in, the beautiful Matamba. Look at that there, nice quality mug. Again, $6.50 for that one. That's your merch paradise, and also got plenty of guides as well. There is going to be a competition this week on Facebook, so you can win these guides from the park, so make sure you check it out. But let's have a little look at some of your merchandise then. So first off, there it is Jonathan Potts with the Lego brick from Legoland Discovery Centre in Manchester. Thanks for sending that in there. We've got Jenny Cousins there with a map from the dungeons. Look at that. Next up, Daniel Whitelaw with a selection of mugs and cups. That's a pretty awesome selection you got there, Daniel. Next up, Luca Jacoum, Busch Gardens t-shirt. Love that. Can't wait to get to Busch Gardens later in the year. And finally, Ewan Bello with his merch collection. Look at that there, an awesome selection in Merch Paradise. It's now time for a little bit of Magic Moments.
There's magic moments filled with love.
So yes, welcome to the wonderful gardens of the Hotel Matamba here at Phantasialand, and it is time for Magic Moments. Now the first Magic Moment is from Jenny Cousins, and look at this just there. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is that? And that is a lovely little image selection what Jenny Cousins has put together for me, because I was 21 yesterday. So thank you very much for all the birthday messages, by the way. It's muchly appreciated. Next up, Gregory and Max on Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park. Oh, it feels so far away, Thorpe Park. When you're out here, it's just so immersive and so different. I feel like in the middle of Africa in this hotel. It's absolutely brilliant. And also, you've got Gregory and Max on Stealth. There they are, and thanks for sending them both in, guys. Finally, you got Lucy Seeley aboard the Flying Fish, also at Thorpe Park. Bit of a Thorpe Park Magic Moments this week, isn't it? Thanks for sending them in, guys. If you did have a Magic Moment or sent one in last week later on in the week, it will be featured in next week's episode. It's now time for your shout-outs. Once again, absolutely stunning views here in the garden area of Hotel Matamba. Black Mamba, the B&M inverted coaster, right next to the hotel. Absolutely beautiful. But yes, it's time for the final section of our on location show, and that is your shout outs. And the first one goes to King Plays Everything. You've also got Annie Stribling, Kieran Rose, Daniel Fotheringham, George Slatter, 12345670126, Jenny Cousins, Meg Jimmy 157, Jack Oster, Graham Cambridge, Angelic 1234, Sam J 01666, Sean Thrill, Daniel Horwood, James Palmer, Jamie Atkin, the Ninja Cat 20, Louis Pooh, you got Sean Terry, Carol Leach, Lewis Fisher, Steve Edwards, Ninja Rapids, Charlotte Shataris, Georgia Ingram, James Oberon, Towers News, Matt Swain, Alton Towers Mad, Pure Shots HD, N&C Productions, Tom Lander, EJ Grayson, Lewis James 451, Dean Ismo, nearly there guys, Rise U23, James Dean and Harry Lynn. They're all your shout outs, once again with like Magic Moments. If you sent one in towards the late half of the show last week, then it will be featured in next week's episode. That is all from our on location episode here from Phantasialand. Hope you've really enjoyed it, and of course in a few days time we'll have on-ride POVs, off-ride videos, more from Cheer Pass, and of course a vlog here from the park. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you all here, and of course this is just a small part of what Phantasialand is. There's another hotel, there's a camp resort, there's loads more rides and attractions. This has just been a brief look at what this park has to offer. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke. I hope you've enjoyed Theme Park Worldwide, and that means it's time to cue them credits. Have a good week guys, I'll see you later.